He's 35 now, and he's called Zach, but when he was young, he was my Zacky. So we definitely have a bond here already. All right, so I'm going to start out with Zacky, a little bit of what it's like to live with food allergies. If you were to meet a friend, or again, someone introduce you to another teen that had food allergies, either a single food allergy like peanut or multiple, what would you tell them is maybe the hardest part of living with a food allergy?
I think the hardest part about living with food allergies is probably that there's not enough education, understanding, and awareness about food allergies and its severity in the public. I Food allergies affects 33 million people in America
Wow, I didn't even know that much. Wow. Okay.
and 1 in 13 kids.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big issue. I also think that there's just not a lot of understanding about food allergies and its severity, and that's been my main goal to help make change for those living with food allergies by spreading awareness and advocating on a
Yeah, that's
global
amazing.
local
Y-
level.
my son's best friend growing up had severe food allergies, multiple to the peanut and the tree nuts. And I remember, it's really funny because his parents used to love when he did a sleepover at our house because I'm a doctor and allergist, so they felt comfortable because he used to come with his fanny pack, with his epinephrine. And he was lucky. He was a very good athlete and popular in school, but I was just curious too that I think for a while until recently, probably I would think one of the most difficult things is like being different. Was that something that you would try to relate to someone like it's okay that we have this issue, but doesn't make you any less of another teenager, et cetera. Is that something that even in the beginning that you and your mom had to kind of, struggle with? Like you go into school, they have to do special precautions. I also remember this was a time before your time because I've been practicing 33 years. One of my first patients was a little 3-year-old boy that had peanut allergy. And I felt so bad because this is back in the early 1990s. And when he went to school, like for example, they weren't really set up for all of this. And when he used to have lunch, they were so afraid that he would have, by accident get a peanut. He used to eat in the library by himself, which was really sad. And I know things have come a long way. So have things changed a lot? Are there a lot more accommodations in like your school? And if sports or whatever, that it's a little bit easier now that you don't feel so alone?
I will say that we have gone a long way.